Hello and welcome back to my nail corner. So in my last video, we soaked off my mani just using the foil wrap soak off method, and this is immediately after that soak off. So I am going to go ahead in with my peel base. First, I'm going to take a lint-free wipe with some rubbing alcohol on it just to cleanse the surface of my nails, just make sure there's no oil left over. Depending on what you use to soak off your nails, some of the acetones have like coconut oil in them, or some people like to add coconut oil to their acetone just to make it a little bit more moisturizing. You can see there that there's like just some dirt on the surface of my nails. So really important to do that cleansing. If I have the time and I'm not recording it, because I don't have recording at my sink, I often like to use like Dawn dish detergent with like a good toothbrush and just kind of wash those nails off, because you know Dawn is a good grease removing soap, so I find that really helpful. Some people don't like to do that because they feel like the moisture from just washing your hands can affect your kind of nails and then the adherence of your dip powder. So up to personal preference, a little bit of trial and error to find out what works best for you. Some people just have more naturally oily nail beds, and honestly, I think I'm probably one of them. This peel base application right in the center of my nails is just to show you guys another method, still applying to my natural nail, not to the builder gel. The point of having it just in the middle of my nails is to allow the dip powder and the dip base to still adhere around the sidewalls and cuticle line, but to soak off faster because I have that peel base in the middle. Now, that being said, you're not going to get longevity out of a mani with any peel base on your nails. I hate to break it to you, but like getting more than, I would say, 5 days without any lifting with any amount of peel base on your nail has just not been my experience. I just don't find that it will last that long. Now, it's probably different for everybody. I have a pretty like active around my home kind of lifestyle, so like helping kids with bath and washing their hair and doing dishes multiple times a day and things like that. So plenty of water on my hands, and as the water kind of gets to the peel base, that's going to make it release the dip powder. So I do recommend, if you're going to put any peel base on your nail, really make sure you cap your free edges with your top coat especially, but also be very aware of any lifting, because you don't want to get moisture trapped under that dip powder and then cause a greenie. Yes, I did just spill a bunch of my clear dip powder. I've been clumsy lately, you guys. I don't know what's going on. But anyway, you don't want moisture trapped under there. It'll cause like a greenie on your nail, and then you just have to wait for that to grow out. You can still dip over it, but if your nails are bare, you're going to have like a green fungus looking spot on your nail. And I don't know about you, but I don't particularly want that. So just be really mindful of any lifting. Or, as I'm going to get back to, you can put a builder gel layer on your nail, and that really is going to help prevent that problem, because that builder gel is going to protect your nail from any moisture, you know, unless your builder gel is lifting. But that's why I really like to use a clear builder gel, because you can see, or I should just say a sheer builder gel, because there are really light pink sheer builder gels that are great. Then you can see any lifting of that builder gel. So if your dip powder is lifting off the builder gel, not a big issue. That can pop off and your nail is still protected by the builder gel. So anyway, that was a lot of rambling. Right now I am building an apex on the nails that are bare. My ring finger still had a tiny little extension on it, just trying to get it out to equal length with my other nails. And oddly enough, after I did this mani, I ended up chipping my middle fingernail. So now it's an itty tiny little bit shorter than the rest, but it is what it is. Nothing like my nails are never perfect. They're never like the perfect shape or the perfect length or whatever, but you know what? Good enough for me, right? Right. So I'm going to go ahead in with that application. Like I said, I started with a line down the 3/4 of the middle of the nail and then almost a full dip of clear. And that for me helps build up the apex of my nail, just to kind of match what builder gel would do to my nail. Now, you don't need too much of an apex on a length like this because it's kind of a shorter length, especially if you're not even extending past your fingertips. You don't really need to build an apex unless you just find it aesthetically pleasing. But the apex of your nail is really just kind of the highest point in the middle of the nail, and adding it with dip powder adds kind of strength to the nail. So if you were to hit your fingertip like straight onto something, the point at which your nail would start to flex, that's where you want to strengthen it. So yeah, that's kind of the point of an apex or building it up with dip powder or builder gel. Plus it just kind of looks pretty to have like that curve on the top of your nail plate. So now we're going in with color. I have Earl out, which is like a medium gray shimmer. And oh my gosh, if anyone gets the shimmers right, it is Megan from Mani Boss. I love her shimmers. Look how pigmented that is. I swear if you just wanted to do one dip, you could. They are like so pigmented. The shimmer is to die for. So beautiful. And I love gray, you guys. What a great like transition color going into fall. So I'm gonna get gray on 3 of these fingers called Earl, like Earl Grey. I love that. Her names are also so darn cute. She's got a fall release coming out, so keep your eye out for that if you haven't already seen swatches. Hopefully I can share that with you guys soon. Super cute, and the names are always so cute. This summer she had one and called it Resting Peach Face, and I just chuckle every time I see it. It just makes me smile. So anyway, you can watch me do the solid nails here, and then we're going to come back with some glitter, and I will pop in with some more thoughts and let you know what is coming up next for you guys. Okay, so the glitter I chose to use today is called Sugar and Spice. And if I remember correctly, this was released around Christmas time last year, and it was such a fan favorite that when it was gonna go away, people begged for it to remain. I may have been one of those people, and so now it's in the shop permanently to my knowledge, or at least, for the foreseeable future. So Sugar and Spice is a really nice like white base with kind of like tinsely glitters. It's so easy to apply, and I felt like the glitters kind of had a shift from like kind of that yellow golden color you're seeing to basically the gray color of Earl. And I was like, these will look so great together. And then after I applied them, I was like, I really want to see Sugar and Spice with the latest shimmer that she released, the navy shimmer called Feeling Naughty, because I love navy and I just feel like this glitter would look so good with navy. So if you have those, you should wear them and then tag me on Instagram so I can see them together, because it might be a minute before I get around to doing that combo, but I definitely want to see it. I think it would be super cute. I also love gray with navy, so like maybe all three of those colors together would just be like a perfect trio. Anyway, I've applied 2 layers of that glitter to my pinky. It was probably not necessary. 1 would totally have covered it. It's a great full coverage glitter. So pretty. And now I'm going to vertical ombre those on my ring finger. I love a vertical ombre, but sometimes I'm like, I don't know if that like blended as well as I thought it would, or like just turned out as well as I thought it would. This one had my heart. It blended so beautifully. I'm wiping off my brush there, and something you might see me doing in the near future is when I wash my brushes, like over at the sink, I use a color switch. Now, I don't really wear makeup, but I've had this color switch to wash my brushes off for like a long time, and it just recently occurred to me to like move it back to my desk, because that's where I use my brushes all the time, because I don't even really wash them in water that often. Every now and again, like I do a good like thorough take all of my brushes, like my dust off brushes and my ombre brushes, and just wash them in like warm water and give them like a good, just to get all the pigments and glitters out. So, because I lose track sometimes of which one's my glitter ombre brush and which one's my regular. But a color switch is a great option for just kind of getting that excess pigment out. Like you saw, I rubbed it on the paper towel there and it had some residual color from a prior mani. So if I was dipping that brush into white, like it's gonna contaminate my mani and give it like a pink hue. So I highly recommend having something to wipe your brushes off and get that excess off, just so you don't contaminate the look of your current mani. So if you haven't seen me do a vertical ombre before, you have now. It's that simple. I got those Wet n Wild brushes from Amazon. They're like under $1 a piece, and I have like a half dozen of them. I use them all the time and they work really well. The precision tool that you're seeing me use to clean up my cuticle line is from Triple D, and that's what it's called. It's a precision tool. The other end has a great silicone tip for cleaning up gels if you use like a gel top coat or base, or the gel method, and you just need to clean gels up off of, around your cuticle line. So that's a great tool to have on hand. I am using my Mani Boss dip liquids today. They are fantastic and a nice thin application. So one of my top 3, dip liquid recommendations are the Mani Boss dip liquids. So if you need some, definitely hop over to her shop. There is a code in my discounts for Mani Boss. It's not a discount code, it's a first time order code. So it's $5 off your first order if you use the referral link that I have below. So I'm going to finish up this vertical ombre. I'm going to cap everything in clear. I'm going to file and buff off camera, and then I'm going to come back to wrap this up. Alright, so I went ahead and filed and buffed off camera, and as you could probably tell, there wasn't too much filing and buffing to do. These applied super smoothly, really great. I just had some cleanup of shape to do and like smooth out the top, and I was good to go. I love a shimmer powder. I feel like they're so forgiving and they just apply so beautifully. So I am going in with my Triple D gel base. I'm going to use the Mani Boss 2-in-1 gel base and top coat, but I really like to put a tacky layer of base down first. I think you could technically apply the Mani Boss 2-in-1 and maybe do a 30-second cure and then apply the top coat and do a 60-second cure. But I hadn't tested that, but I believe that's how it would work if you wanted to use it as a base and then a top coat. But anyway, her top coat is great, super shiny, HEMA free, so if you're in the market for that, then definitely consider snagging that while you're shopping. All good things. So while I'm finishing that up, I'm just going to let you know what is coming. So I went ahead after this mani was ready to be off my fingers and soaked it off using the baggy method, because I did have some requests in the comments from my last video showing that method. So I will have another soak off video coming shortly with the baggy method, and that is with this dip powder on 4 nails, natural nails, and then I also still had builder gel on that ring finger. After that soak off, I will have another video coming up, and that will be just a simple application of builder gel over my natural nails. You guys asked for some more. When I asked if you guys wanted to see more basics, you said yes, I'd love to see the baggy method soak off, and I would like to see the builder gel application. So I went ahead and recorded that when I put it on. But yeah, keep the suggestions coming, you guys. If there's stuff you want to see, then I want to try to show you. I also have a baby boomer mani coming up in the near future. So yeah, good things coming, and then lots of fall manis coming our way, because I am feeling the fall transition colors big time. Are you guys into the fall colors, or are we still rocking summer? Because here in Washington, we're obviously everywhere. We're at the end of August, but our weather is starting to shift. We have like gorgeous dry summer months, and the last 2 days we've had cloudy, rainy days, and honestly, I was feeling it. Like I'm getting ready for like sweatshirts and leggings and putting all the shorts and tanks away. I don't know. I'm ready for fall, I think. Not so much all of the rain, but I don't mind the cool temperatures and cozy days and fireplace mornings. Anyway, we're also back to school here like next week, so pray for me. I'm a homeschool mama, and back to school does not mean I get a break. It means I get a whole lot more work. But here we go. This is Mani Boss Royal Butter. It's a collaboration with Candy Skincare, and it is body butter, and it's to die for, you guys. You can only get this scent through Mani Boss. I love it. So the more you kind of rub your finger into it, it just kind of melts. So you get to like pull out a little bit, and then I just rub it in between my fingers like that, and it just, like I said, it melts. It's so moisturizing. I'm loving it. I have like a little tin on my nightstand, and I've been using it on like my elbows and my knees and my heels. Like my heels get dried out being in sandals all summer, and it's so great to go to bed putting that on and wake up and feel like smooth and soft and moisturized. So highly, highly recommend body butter. Look how glossy and like moisturized my skin looks. And my nails are glossy. So that is the shimmer out in some sunlight. So gorgeous. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I will see you in the next vid. Bye now.